Sir, start.
This conference is a very successful conference because it had representatives from all the student organizations who did a massive protest during the march for the restoration of rights for Tamils. Their voices for conducting a referendum for the political rights for Tamils and to bring an international independent war crime investigations based on the UN panel reports which said massacre of 40,000 Tamils is very strongly highlighted in this conference. This conference highlighted also the role of Indian government, which is playing a very passive, submissive role as well as a negative role, because the Indian government's reply in the Supreme Court about Kachativu was very disappointing among the delegates of the conference, because it's very, very clearly said that the Kachativu was owned by Prince of Ramnad, and recently Times of India gave very strong articles from the descendants of Ramnad that Kachativu was a integral part of India, and Prince of Ramnad had given lease even to the then British administration. Then one more important point is that Kachativu was considered without any parliamentary ratification. So the fishing rights of Tamils, then the undiscriminate killings of more than 600 Tamil Indian fishermen by the Sri Lankan army was also condemned in this conference. Then India should be a champion for justice, because India has projected itself as a larger democracy. Now India has to pay to the voices of 6 crore Indian Tamils who reflect the sentiments of their brotherhood, who has been massacred for more than 1 lakh during the last stages of 2009 war. So India has to take a very strong stand against Sri Lanka. It should understand that Sri Lanka is no more a friendly country, and India should completely boycott the Commonwealth Games, so that it gives a very strong message. How India did strong against South Africa because of their apartheid policy, India should follow the same dictum even to Sri Lanka. One. And second, India should impose economic sanctions as Europe Union did against Sri Lanka, so that it pressures Sri Lanka to render what is true. See, Indian government is completely overtaken by Sri Lanka, I would say fooled by Sri Lanka, because during the times of war, the Sri Lankan president promised a 4D approach of demilitarization, democratization, devolution and development. Now they have thrown the 13th Amendment into the dustbin. They've thrown the Indo-Lankan Accord into the archives of their literatures. The unitary structure of the Sri Lankan constitution, especially recent Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, has nullified the 13th Amendment. So India should not press on the same old 13th Amendment again and again in order to have a very peaceful atmosphere in the southeastern region. And since India's policy has been completely, foreign policy has taken a backseat, and safety of India has been weak towards the border of Tamil Nadu, India should take a very strong stand against Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka is tilting towards China. Since for the integrity of India and Indian borders, India should restore the concept of Tamilidam as what Indira Gandhi did.
So what if they don't go with your resolution, and what is your next step? What is your future course of action?
We stand by the democratic principles. The student protest and the social activist protest will be going into a next stage, where we follow the Gandhian non-cooperation movement, or we'll follow the Gandhian civil disobedience movement, that is boycotting all government offices. And it may go to extent that protests may intensify in a democratic manner, till the extent that even Tamil Nadu people will boycott paying income tax to the central government.
Thank you, sir.
Dan, can I have a card? When you have a card, your name?
Yeah, 1 second. Oh, can you operate this? It's not stopping.
Won't stop this?
Press, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.